Hello, welcome. Welcome to a new podcast. For for the old time, the ones who've been around, I'll explain that in just a second. But I do want to welcome the new person who just coming across this new podcast. So first, my name's Barry. I'm hosting this on my YouTube channel, Christianity Explained. So what put the inspiration podcast? And I won't say simple. When I first started a blog called Inspiration Podcast, actually just Inspiration Point, the goal was to share stories of overcoming adversities, namely the kind that I dealt with overcoming depression, rejection, social anxiety. And if you're wanting to hear stories like that, and I'll try not just to do my own, then I'd love to welcome you here. And over time, when I was sharing my story, the goal was to share the love of Christ, uh, but who the Father is, per my understanding. This isn't a theology site. It's more like word of encouragement to help people who have been struggling in a lot of the same ways I did. I even had to learn about forgiveness. And that was the whole idea of Inspiration Point. I'm sharing a bit of the history so you know where the heck I'm going. Now, who am I to talk? Well, as a person born with obvious disability, I did suffer a whole lot of stuff. Like, uh, I suffered from physical abuse, and people thought it was okay. Oh, he's yeah, it's okay to treat him like a subhuman. That's how rough it was, and all that. Like I said, guys, if you already know, chill, wait. I have to explain to the new. Sorry, but I'm trying to separate because I have people on my timeline who have heard my story and a bunch of people on YouTube who probably never heard. So in 2013, I came up with the idea, hey, let's have a video podcast. Da-da-da. And people called it a podcast, even though technically it wasn't. So I just stayed. Now, thanks to YouTube, the new announcement, this is now officially a podcast for real. It's going to be carried over to YouTube Music, and I don't know how far it's going to go. So, for this purpose, you're just going to hear audio, voice, unless you're watching here. My goal now, how is this separate from the other podcast that I do? On Christianity Explained, the YouTube channel, I do some book reviews and sometimes a movie or two. That's a regular video. I've never had one of those last 30 minutes or whatever. I was going to do some storytelling like I do here, but it seems that this might be better served on a podcast than somewhere else. And by the way, if any of this is of interest, I encourage you to come to my YouTube channel and subscribe. That way you'll get notified of new episodes. I do want to be committed. But I also do what I was doing and I'm still planning to do. So, Dina, if you're listening, I want to talk with you next Saturday. And That's all the rest of you are going to get. I still plan to do a, a talk show, which is Christianity Explained Show. That's the other podcast. And you'll know which podcast it is. Uh, Sorry, guys, it's a little hard. By looking at this up here, this will tell you which podcast you're listening to. The talk show or this. Talk show is me talking with pastors and people in that. That'll be in the show. Here, it's more of my storytelling and things to give word of encouragement. Now that we're done, I don't want to just say, "Hey, welcome to my channel podcast. I hope you enjoy and receive." But I do want to do more than that. And I would love if you guys could on the YouTube channel, because my personal profile don't do well. Facebook has not been behaving itself. So YouTube is the only place I can actually see your comment. If you want, let me get it for you. Yeah. That's my YouTube channel for those of you who are interested. So, what makes me all right? One of the problems I've had with the whole idea of doing even a blog, never mind a YouTube channel, is on the one hand, I understand. You get guys like me that say, "Oh, inspiration, me?" More like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Oh, I get it. And I admit this is kind of challenging because this isn't my norm. I'd rather share who the love of the Father. And yes, when I mentioned the abuse thing, it was Jesus who helped me to forgive people who really hurt me real bad. Okay? Unless you think it's okay for a guy to get roped up and have duct tape on his mouth and all that. Yeah. If you think that kind of horseplay is not really that bad, okay, that's fine. But I agree, there are things far worse than what I've gotten. Yeah. So I'm sensitive to that. But still, it was not fun. And yes, I can assure you, God can, see, what He done for me, He can do. See, Jesus didn't tell us to forgive people because I tell you, no, it's really, He was telling me to forgive those people who hurt you so that you are not sitting there with the weight of bitterness and anger. That's what He was setting me free from that. The ones who hurt me, I will deal with them at the appropriate time. And He did. As He sees fit. But at the same time, it doesn't mean trust. And that's the thing I needed to learn, that it was okay. You see, this is the kind of stuff that I did on my blog. I didn't just say, okay, I'm going to tell stories, but wanted to give some encouragement, point to scripture where possible. This isn't a Bible teaching theology. There are people who are doing way better than I am. One of my hope is to get some people on this podcast, YouTube live stream, to have some social interaction. yes, I am visually impaired, and for me to read, and this, and I'm thankful for StreamYard. I have to do something like, eh, okay, I see. I'm a little hesitant to use my screen magnification tool. Oh gosh, yeah. I want to know. Uh, I realize that if I okay, oh, thanks for the like. I appreciate that. Yes, I could see the little blue that with the thumbs up. Hey, come on over to the channel. That way I can interact with you. Hmm. Oh boy. Hey, I appreciate that. And I want to encourage you guys to come. Am I going to do any kind of interview on this podcast? No. That's the talk show. In fact, next week, well, I had an interesting topic that'll save for there. And I'm not sure if it's okay to say that in this. There's some things I have to work out. I'm also a member of Video Ranking Academy, so I'll be asking them for help. That's the other thing I can encourage you. With the changing dynamics and everything, it's easy to get lost and discouraged. But I found out the other thing, Barry, you need the education. You need to learn to do more than just talking to a camera. You need to learn, maybe not to dominate. Oh well. I just want to see. Okay, this is short. No, that's the other thing. With podcasts, I need to, in the coming weeks, I plan to do a lot better research. I'm just trying to move forward and get this show on the road. Oh God, Sean Cannell can hear me now. Like it's all right. I know I'm pushing at the moment because I didn't come in fully prepared, but I did wanted to. Oh, somebody that put a pause and okay. All right. Thank you, folks, for watching, and I hope you got this on the replay. Uh, don't be too quick to jump to conclusion. I will do more. Uh, it's just not going to be every week. Not sure what the frequency of this and the talk show. All right. Hope you have a blessed day. See you when I see you.